Joe, it has been a while. How you been, man?
Good.
Dude, did you see the new GTA Online trailer? Michael returns.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the GTA Online trailer, have you?
I've
Michael's
seen
returning.
I've seen hints of it, but I haven't actually seen it.
But have you seen it or not?
I've had I have seen some parts of it. Not the whole thing, but I've seen some parts.
It looks like he's coming out of retirement one last time. Oh, forgot to introduce you. KJ, this is my best friend Joe, who I've known for a while. Joe, this is my cousin KJ.
You know.
I've known Joe for since late 2017, isn't that right, Joe?
Around there, yeah.
He protected me from bully on GTA. And then me and him did a lot of heists together, and then we became great friends, and then later best friends and close friends.
And I also somehow started a war on Grand Theft Auto 2.
Okay, you do not need to tell him about that, alright? We've told so many people about that. We don't need to tell more people.
I just thought of something for you to laugh. That's it.
Well, you're the one that started it, not me.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wasn't even trying to start it. It just happened.
It's open, KJ. The code's 8341. I already did it though.
I
Do
thought
you
of Call
think
of
we
Duty.
should?
I
Do
thought
you think
whenever you
we?
said that, I thought of Call of Duty.
Do you think we should tell him the story though?
I forgot. I honestly forgot how it goes.
Oh, then I'll explain. Basically, I went inside the casino in GTA because, like, there's a casino, right? I told him, like, he was waiting outside a casino for me, and I said, wait here, I'm gonna go spin the wheel and gamble a bit. One minute he's out there, next minute when I go out there, I don't see him outside. And then he drifts the car around and says, get in the car right now. And then I say, what's going on? And he's like, just get in the fucking car, I'll explain. So I get in, and I'm like, what's going on? And he was like, whatever you do not spin your camera around behind you. And I was like, why? I did that, and I'm like, holy shit. And there were so many planes after us. And I was like, what did you do? I said, what did you do? And he said, I might have started a war. And I said, how? And he said, there was a guy on a oppressor trying to, steal my car, and I shot him, and he might have called some friends. And they said, oh, you think these are some friends, huh? This is the whole lobby.
I, I did not expect that because because he was just bugging me, and 'cause he just, I think, I didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. I just got rid of someone. I just got rid of someone who was bugging me, and all of a sudden I started a big old giant fight just because someone bugged me.
Yeah, you got the whole lobby after us, which were people in planes, tanks, helicopters, you name it, they were after us.
And I didn't even mean to, but somehow I started one. I started one. I just started one. I didn't even mean to. I just happened to start one.
Yep, and we killed most of them, but some of them kept going after us, and well, hey, at least we survived, you know?
Yep, and I also have that on YouTube.
It, yes, you do.
Okay,
And I keep rewatching it. Oh, and do you
like,
want to know the fun? And do you
like,
want to know the funniest part, KJ? There was Joe over here stopped his car thinking they were gone, and I said, Joe, you might want to drive fast. And he said, why? He spun his camera around and he was like, oh shit, drove so fast. And do you want to know the reason why? There was a fucking tank behind us. Like, he's like, why? And then I'm like, whatever you do, don't turn around. He turns around, he's like, oh shit! Like, really, Joe? Really? You have to start a war in GTA?
I wasn't trying to, I wasn't trying to. I was just getting rid of someone who annoyed me. I didn't even
Yeah,
mean to start a
someone.
war. I didn't mean to start a war. It just happened. It just turned out that way.
Oh, by the way, you remember that guy that seemingly had a crush on you, Jake? Remember him? The the
I
guy
got
that got mad at the guy that got mad at you for not liking Taylor Swift.
okay. I was like, for a little bit, I was like,
Me too.
I'm confused on who you're talking about. Then when you said that, I was like, oh yeah.
So apparently me and him aren't friends anymore, Joe.
Phew.
What do you mean cool? Did you just say cool? What do you mean
Yeah.
cool?
Like I
What
didn't.
did you not? Did you hold up? Did you not like him or something?
I don't know.
And there's a reason why he stopped being friends with me. He
Oh,
he fought he like you remember how
whew.
like I
That's
told
a
you to
fucking
be
relief.
you remember how I've always told you to be like careful with people like because they may be bullies.
Like the time that I started the war by accident.
Yeah, because remember the few times we've added people, we've always gone bullied.
Yeah,
Well, when I told him that, he said, so you were basically manipulating your friend Joe. And I said, no, it's because both me and him, whenever we would add people in GTA, they would be dicks or, like, bullies. But he didn't believe me.
yeah. I can't say how many times I've loaded in and then all of a sudden someone just shot me with an oppressor or a tank, and I just barely loaded in the game, and they just shoot me.
Oh, and do you want to know one thing after that?
I haven't even done nothing, and yet they'll shoot. They're like, "Surprise! You're gonna get shot," and then boom, I blow up.
And you know why I'm glad he's not my friend anymore?
Sure.
Remember the time you and me were playing Fortnite, he kept trying to spam, like, join, game, and I finally got him to join, and he said, this might be my last time playing with you, and you were like, okay, that's a weird way to say hi, and then he got mad at you, told you to shut up, and you were like, no, I'm good, and then he said, oh, so the reason why I'm saying goodbye is because I got a cartel after me, and you and me were like, I'm sorry, you got what now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, Joe, you might be mad because you told me to forget about that stuff. Jake, KJ had friends on the cartel side and they betrayed him and were sending men after him to kill him. He went into the hospital because apparently they took him and his girlfriend, well, I think now ex, into this like abandoned shed to kill him. And the leader stabbed him in the leg with a machete, but his girlfriend managed to call the cops. Police broke in and killed the cartel leader, and the rest of the cartel members went AWOL, aka ran off. And well, how we know is because Joe, you're probably listening, aren't you?
Yeah.
He he told me and Joe about the cartel shit, and both me and Joe were. I think you were Joe, but both me and you were scared, correct?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you may know we've never like we know cartels are real because of like movies and stuff, but like we've never messed with that shit before.
No,
I mean,
we'll probably mess with that in video games, but in real life, no.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like we've met like weirdos online and stuff and bullies, but we've never met like cartels.
Yep, until that kid.
Oh, and do you want to know one thing that Jake said? Jake said if they ever tell me, Jake kept trying to tell us what our address is, and when Joe said why, he said, "Oh, so you guys can go down with me." Joe might you might remember you got pissed off at Jake. Remember? Oh, he left. But do you remember that?
Well, I just heard like a ding, and then I just heard remember that, and then that's it.
Like, do you remember I'm trying to remember the rest of it. Remember he like Remember he said like, "Oh, what's your guys' address?" And you were like, "Why?" And he said, "Oh, so you guys can go down with me." Remember that?
Yeah, and I told him, no, thank you.
And then you told me not to be friends with him, and remember he got pissed off at you.
I remember him getting mad, but I forgot. I remember the angry part, but I forgot what it was about. But I forgot what the angry part was about.
Apparently, you got pissed off at him because of what he said, which was like, "Hey, well, what's your guys' address?" You were like, "Why?" And he said, "Oh, so I could bring you guys down with me." And you were like, "What the fuck? Why?"
Kind of like basically going, no.
Yeah, you said no, and then, well, long story short, he said, well, because, like, I don't want to be. I forgot if he said, like, oh, I don't want to be the only one that dies or something, but I was like, uh, I'm sorry, you're asking us for our address so you could get cartel members after us. That's fucked up. But can I ask you one question, Joe? If I'm allowed to?
Alright,
Am I allowed to ask you a question, Joe?
yeah.
I can't hear you. Are you there?
I said, yeah.
Are you glad that me and him aren't friends anymore?
Yeah, it felt awkward. Yeah, it felt awkward.
Hold up, could you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
I said it felt awkward.
And he was an asshole to you, remember?
I honestly forgot about that part,
Well, he got mad at you because you don't like Taylor Swift.
which I thought was stupid.
Yeah, cause like, I asked, like, cause remember that time he said, like, oh, what kind of music do you listen to, Joe? And then he said, do you listen to, like, trying to remember the exact words he said. He said, do you listen to, like, Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift? And you were like, oh, nah, I listen to rock. And then he said, well, what about
Like
Sabrina
rock and
Carpenter
rap.
and Taylor? Yeah, and he said, well, what about Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift? And then I kept saying, Joe, don't. don't, and then you were like, oh, I don't actually like them, and I was like, oh shit. Because the reason why I was
I
stopping
forgot.
you,
I don't remember that part.
well, I was telling you to stop because, well, you know, he was probably gonna yell at you.
And he probably did.
Yes, he did. He yelled out, "Hold up, you don't like what now?" And then I said, "Oh, nothing." And then you were like, "I don't like the singers you like." And then he said, and then I forgot the way he said it, but he called you a cunt. Like he called you like a dumb cunt for not liking them, and you were like, "I don't give a fuck." And I kept trying to tell him, like, you do realize he doesn't need to like the same stuff as you? And then you agreed with me, and then you might not remember this, but like, when you agreed with me, he was like, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk to King. Do you remember that or no?
Nope.
So you don't remember him, like, you don't remember you saying, like, oh, I don't need to have the same taste, and then he said, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to talk to King.
I remember. I remember. I remember the like. I remember. I just remembered me saying like, not everybody has to have the same taste in music.
Yeah.
But then everything else past that was a blank.
But you wanna know one thing I'm proud of, Joe?
What's that?
We're free. We don't have to worry about them anymore.
Yeah.
Do you also remember when after like he was arguing against you, he tried to force me to stop being friends with you? And you might
Uh,
not remember this, but you said like, hold up, so you want B to unadd me because I don't like the same singers like you? That's just stupid.
that which, which I know I'm 100% right. It does sound stupid.
Which, to be honest, like I agree with you. Like I've known you since 2017. Like that's like 10 years or something, right?
Around there,
I've
yeah.
known I've known you for like 10 years, and he expects me to like unadd you because you don't like Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter. That's just a stupid reason. I mean, I like Taylor and Sabrina, and like I know you probably respect that, and I respect you not liking them. And he needs to understand, like, you know, people are allowed to have opinions, as you know. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
People are allowed to have opinions, but him saying like, "Oh, but you shouldn't be friends with him." Dude, I've known Joe longer than you, so what the fuck do you know about him? If you don't like Taylor
Unless you
Swift or
know,
Sabrina,
unless he,
sorry, I'll let you finish.
unless he knew some sort of like thing, like what kind of person, like what kind of person I could be just for liking a certain kind of music.
Yeah, and like, even though I kind of like Sabrina, but I more like Taylor Swift, I know, like, I can understand why you don't like them. It's because you think they're annoying, don't you?
Like the fans,
No, like, well, both the fans and their music. Do you think they're annoying?
music, yes. Fans, yes.